بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد باب ما جاء في قدح رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم حدثنا الحسين بن أسود البغدادي حدثنا عمرو بن محمد حدثنا عيسى بن طهمان عن ثابت رحمة الله تعالى عليه قال أخرج إلينا أنس بن مالك رضي الله تعالى عنه قدح خشب غليظا مذببا بحديد فقال يا ثابت هذا قدح رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Same chapter which was recited on Tuesday, same Hadith Sharif. The title of the chapter is The Bowl Mubarak Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to use, the utensil in our terminology, tumbler or small bowl. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam drank from, sometime water, sometime nabis. And if you remember, last time we were talking, because this Hadith Sharif is being narrated by Anas radiyallahu ta'ala. Anas radiyallahu ta'ala showed that bowl, that this is the bowl. From this bowl I used to make Nabi Sassam drink water, Nabis, etc. We'll go into the Hadith Sharif, but possibly the same bowl, or by the same Anas radiyallahu ta'ala, we shared many times. That Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala, he was Amirul Mu'mineen, Khalifatul Muslimin. And sometime pressure of the issues of amarat. So you need some booster. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ruhani booster. Booster from Quran and Sunnah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. People, again, we can have this topic that from the Khairul Qurun, from the times of Sahaba, Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in, how they used to take booster. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, when sometime the pressure of the affairs of the state, it's not an easy to handle. Sometimes we comment very quickly because that high level position, it becomes difficult to understand for everybody. If you reach to that level, then maybe your perception will be different. Your view will be different. So, lot of pressure. And who will not have pressure? Person like Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala. If any dog dies in my rule, I fear that I will be held responsible by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who had that consciousness, then just imagine the pressure. And if you understand him, Sayyiduna Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, he was the Khalifa of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Umar radiyallahu ta'ala became Khalifa of Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, Amirul Mu'mineen. Otherwise, Khalifatu Rasulullah sallallahu bila fasl. Understand this. This has connection with our Aqidah. Khalifatu Rasulullah sallallahu bila fasl is only Abu Bakr. There is nobody between Nabi sallallahu and Sahabi. It is only one. When it comes to successorship of Nabi sallallahu, then successorship with nobody in between. That is only Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala of Nabi sallallahu. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala became Khalifa of Abu Bakr. Usman radiyallahu ta'ala became Khalifa of Umar. And Ali radiyallahu ta'ala became Khalifa of Usman radiyallahu ta'ala. And the order of their Khilafat is the order of their rank according to our belief. Their position, their virtue. I was just trying to remind myself, one and all, that if you remember, when Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, he was going through his final days, he started consulting with everybody. He used to ask people that, who should I nominate as my successor? And imagine, the most knowledgeable person among the Sahaba was Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu. You know, likes of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu. Likes of our mother Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala. I have said it many times here, that if you keep Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala on a side, and if you keep whole humanity, just exclude Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam, and this first few Sahaba, Sayyidina Abu Bakr, Sayyidina Umar, Usman, Ali radiyallahu, she will be weighty over everybody. That's why it is being said that the whole Quran and Sunnah, 1/3 is being narrated by our mother Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala. That's why she is being brought into the wedlock of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you know, I'm trying to explain that bowl Mubarak of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I wish I would have been that bowl. And if you don't have utmost respect, love, muhabbat, ishq of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you read Quran and Hadith Sharif. May Allah protect. May Allah protect. Without required qualities, if you read Quran and Hadith Sharif, I fear, or we fear, that sometime you grow in pride more than you grow in obedience. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Oh Allah, give us zeal and passion with right qualities to go through Quran and Hadith Sharif. So I was saying that Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala consulting everybody. When he consulted Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala. So Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, when Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala asked that, what do you think if I nominate Umar as my successor? Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, fear Allah, ittaqillah, fear Allah. Who are you going to nominate? Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala was lying down. He was into his illness, final illness. He said, give me some support. He wanted to sit down. He sat down, and then he said to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala, and Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala did bear testimony throughout the Khilafat of Umar radiyallahu ta'ala that Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala was right and I was wrong. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there are so many heeds one can take it out from these types of incidents. We don't have time to go into the length. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, he said that what he remarked, and that statement became the order of the Khilafat of Umar radiyallahu. I said that Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala said, give me support, I want to sit down. When he sat down, he said to Abdullah that, oh Abdullah, Allah
He said, "Oh Abdullah, Allah and Umar, I know more than you. I know Allah more than you. And I know Umar more than you. And you are telling me, ittaqillah, fear Allah." And that's what Abdullah ibn Masud radiallahu ta'ala said throughout the Khilafat of Umar radiallahu ta'ala, that Abu Bakr was right, I was wrong. Abdullah ibn Masud was trying to say that Umar, such a strict person, you want to give him your successorship? Where we will be? We'll be in trouble. Some other narrations, it comes that when he said, "I know Umar more than you," he was trying to say that, when responsibility will be given to Umar, that responsibility will overtake him in such a manner that you find him strictest person, you will find him softest person. And that had happened. That person stands onto the musalla and cries that tomorrow any dog dies into the Khilafat of Umar, then, "Oh Allah, how I am going to face you?" And you learn animal rights from the West, wove onto you. You learn woman rights from the West, wove onto you. Just come here into the class of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How he made one woman, our mother Aisha radiallahu ta'ala. You can challenge the whole world till the day of Qiyamah that produce one like Aisha radiallahu ta'ala. You won't understand if you want to learn woman rights from the West. And if you understand Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you will say to the whole Western civilization that come here and then you learn rights of everybody and everything. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct understanding. I'm talking about bowl Mubarak of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we shared last time that Anas radiallahu ta'ala said, one hair of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is more weighty than this whole world. You know how they took Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and every belonging of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Last night, Maulana Abbas Sahab, who is the Ustazul Hadith of Darul Zakaria, South Africa, he quoted one incident, and may Allah give us these types of qualities. Abdullah ibn Ja'far, if I'm not mistaken, Abdullah ibn Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala's son, and Hassan radiallahu ta'ala, they had some little argument, some sort of argument. And when it comes to anything which took place between Sahaba, if you don't have uniform of respect, then don't go into the subject. It's not for you. Otherwise you will harm your iman. You will harm your aqidah. You will harm your Islam. That day when we had that program of Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala, all these things we wanted to share also. That if you don't have these qualities, then you are not there to discuss these subjects. Otherwise you will conclude wrong. There are so many people. They started laying little finger about Sahaba and they came out of Islam. May Allah protect us. May Allah protect us. And on the other side, people who have worn the uniform of respect, love and muhabbat, look how they... Abdullah ibn Ja'far and Hassan radiallahu ta'ala, they had this little argument. Now, how clean their hearts were. When we start comparing them with ourselves, that's where you lose out. That's where you lose out. Our Hazrat Allama Khalid Mahmud Sahab, Rahmatullah alayhi, used to say, someone was saying that, this happened. He said, but still he is Sahabi. Then he said, this happened. He said, still he is Sahabi. He said, this happened. He said, still he is Sahabi. If something wrong with you, it is wrong with you. Allah made him Sahabi. Allah brought him into the companionship of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah made announcement that I am pleased with him. Then what trouble do you have against him? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us good angle to look at them. Sahaba Ridwanullahi ta'ala. So these two Sahaba, Abdullah ibn Ja'far and Hassan radiallahu ta'ala. So now Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam teaches us that when you are not in talking terms with somebody, then third day must not go without talking to him. Third day must not go without talking to him. That is the teaching of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Abdullah ibn Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala, before that third day, he sent message to Abdullah ibn Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala, to Hassan radiallahu ta'ala. And look how they took family of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Both are family of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abdullah ibn Ja'far is the son of Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala. And Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala was very beloved to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Very beloved to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There was about six people into the lifetime of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or in those early days, 6 people from the family of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Their feature was similar to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They used to look like Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And when it comes to Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say to him that, "Oh Ja'far, you look like me and your character is also like my character. And like father, like son." Isn't it? Like father, like son. So Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala's son and Hassan radiallahu. So on to the third day, he sent message that fazilat belongs to that person who makes salam first. If me and you are not in talking term, may Allah protect us. Third day must not go and I run to you and say, "Assalamu alaikum." Whatever happened, it's gone. Our salam is not only salam. Salam is having all these realities together. It is part and parcel of that. So Abdullah ibn Ja'far says that because you are grandson of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are grandson of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when it comes to virtue and fadilat, I want, because it suits you more than it suits me. I don't know if you understand or not. He said, so first, to initiate salam, to begin with salam, and to break this ice onto the third day, he is sending message that it must start from you. And as soon as Hassan radiallahu ta'ala who came to know that message, he ran towards Abdullah ibn Ja'far and he said, "Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh." This is the family of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Both of them, they are the family of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But how much love he has for Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He said, "You are grandson of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam." So we want to break this ice. Today is the third day. Your Nana taught us that we must not remain dirty-hearted after 3 days. Only dirt must go away. We must come into the talking terms. We must forget the past. We must initiate, love of one another and break the ice. And you are the grandson of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so I want you to do salam first, because that fazilat suits you more than it suits me. And he ran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the required love of Allah and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and required respect and honor of Sahaba. And then may Allah make us such that before we die, we know every riwayat of Shama'il and every hadith sharif of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and every ayat of Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawl, ya dhal jalali wal ikram. La ilaha illa ant, زهر الللاجئين وجار المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا توفنا مسلما وألحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم ثبتنا على الإيمان وأمتنا على الإيمان ووفقنا لما تحب وترضى واهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته